Record, have we talked?
Here we go. Here we go. So here we are with a new edition of American Authors and Others, and we have one of our celebrated guests again, and he'll probably tell you a little bit about his about one of his films that's being I guess showcased at the Cannes Festival. So with no further ado, let's let him introduce himself, and this will be a short filming, but we always love to hear Mr. Kelly talk. We love it. So for no further ado, you go ahead and introduce yourself to the public. They love you.
Yeah. Hello there. Nice to see you again, those people who have been following my interview. Nice to be back. Well, today I've spent 12 hours in front of the television watching the Queen. It's been amazingly beautiful. Very, very beautiful, as you will see when it gets to your television. And it's inspired the world to love it again. And not only that, because it certainly shows the rest of the world.
Well, Mr. Clive Howard Kelly, tell us about this. Everybody wants to know about this movie that's being showcased at Cannes Festival.
My film, which was called Round Me with Clive Kelly, that was its official title, was of a white man, like becomes like Tat and goes to live with the Indians, and they put a big lip skin like Chief Brownie, they cut a hole there, yeah. Mm-hmm. And they, cut holes there and there, and they make me into a Kaya pot warrior. And the chief of the tribe is Rowney. So Rowney and I become partners in as far as we always traveled together. We went around all the other Indian tribes in the Amazon, contacted tribes who have been decimated and machine gunned, and a few of them that are left dying, we went to find them, looked after them, and brought them all back to Rowney's village. Now, this film was narrated by Marlon Brando, and he was leading, well, because I rented Marlon Brando's house in Hollywood, you see. Because Marlon Brando also, he refused the Oscar when the presentations came, because he said he would not accept the Oscar from a country like America that had treated the native people so bad and stole the land. So when I contacted him, he was a friend of Stephen Peck and introduced him as Peck's son. And I rented the house from Marlon Brando.
Okay.
Next door was living Kevin Costner, and Mohammed Ali, Isaac Hayes, Fisa Marie, Ken Baird, Chief Indian Dance with the Wolves with Kevin Costner. All these people used to come and visit me, and I put up a photograph last week on Facebook showing us all. Well, I'm not in the photograph, but I've taken the photograph. All in my home and in the hotel just around the corner. So that's the film. It's just been released. It was stolen from me, and parts that I was in, being made into it, have been cut out without my permission by the very crooked John Pierre Dudley. He is a scam. He had charities set up around the world, asking for donations to help certain things like the Indians or the Jaguars in the Amazon, and of course he keeps the money.
Now, were you in? Let me ask you this: were you in any? Did they show you anywhere in the movie, or he just cut out all of your?
The movie, yeah.
You are in the movie,
still, but not in a big way as I was,
Okay.
But I'm still in the movie.
Now let me ask you. Go ahead.
Just let me finish. Don't ask me questions, just because
Okay.
I forget what I'm saying.
Okay,
Let
go
me
ahead.
finish.
Okay.
The film was released last week, Cannes
Okay.
Film Festival. And the poster, the photograph of me and the chief, and then me on my own, and then in the middle, a coloured photo saying, showing the face of Rowney, and then Rowney underneath, in little letters, Clive Kelly. So they've not taken my name off. And it says, this film is a legend at the Classic Film Festival. So it's called Legend Rowney, or Rowney Legend, because it's the most famous film ever made.
Okay.
Well, it's whatever made, with 35 millimeter in the hot parts of the Amazon, right? You can't do that. You can't film with that type of camera in extreme heat because you've got to keep the camera in a cold box because the parts are all different metals. And in being different metals, they expand at different temperatures. So the camera's always blocking up and jamming and breaking. So you have to, and so to get to the interior of the jungle and take these 35 millimeter cameras, Panavision this big, you know, it's quite an effort. So when we were at Cannes Film Festival the first time, we won the best achievement of the year, 1978. Right? That best achievement we won at Cannes Film Festival. Then after that, they cut parts of me out and put Marlon Brando in, leading all the North American Indians to the White House to complain about the land rights. Then there was a big show of the film, showing of the film at the Rose Bowl in Hollywood. And people like John Voight, Marlon Brando, Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, Isaac Hayes, everybody went. There was thousands of people that paid a lot of money, you know, a lot of money, hundreds of dollars for tickets to get in. And in those days, that's a lot of money. Now, after the film had been shown, the hundreds of thousands of dollars that made it disappeared from the box office. Jean-Pierre Dutu stole everything. He not only came out of the film, he's a real, you know, rogue, this guy. And he runs the Rainforest Foundation in Paris, which is called the Green Forest, or in French, Forêt Vierge. Forêt Vierge. And his name is Jean-Pierre Dutelier. Dut. So I call him JPD. Now he is a scam master.
Oh, okay.
And he's doing it. And when we first went to Amazon, he asked me, he says, you know, he said, we can become a millionaire in a year. I said, how? He says, well, we're making a film at Amazon. Greenpeace have just made it. It goes down and they've run away with the money. They're living in houses in Hollywood now with gold, real gold bars. He said, we can do it. I said to him, Jean-Pierre, I don't need to do that. I don't need to. You understand? I don't need millions. I can make millions by creating. I am a creator, not a thief.
Right.
So he went, did it, thieved it. Now he's a millionaire. He's got houses in the south of France, Brazil, America. He's a multimillionaire, and he's still, if you go to his Facebook page on Google, Jean-Pierre Duvet, you'll see he's got book exhibitions everywhere, film exhibitions. He's even cut out all the shots of the naked girls in the Amazon and set up another company. It's called Purple Art or something. And he's selling that as pornography. So he's making money from every angle. Now you know, okay?
Well, can I ask? I want to.
He ripped off.
Go ahead.
Try like fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a which I put onto Twitter last week. there, you can see it.
Right.
And I've got it here. Just can you find that letter? It's in this book.
Okay. Well, let me ask just one question.
So the name of the president and is Alex de
Right.
Villa.
Okay.
Alex de Villa. Now he's a very well-known humanitarian anthropologist,
Right.
historian, and everything. So he set up Tribal Life with John Pierre, which is part.
Right.
And John took all the money out. So Alex de Villa sent me a letter, which I have, and I put it on Twitter, stating that he has to close down the Tribal Life Fund. He's being forced to close it down because of the bad character and the thieving of John Pierre Dupuy, because all the people in the Indians are now against him.
Right. Let me just ask you a few quick questions, and because it's very interesting, if that's okay.
See this Tribal Life Fund. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Right. Now, let me just ask you just a few questions, because it's very interesting. You're a very interesting person. Okay, so the question number one is who we said Marlon Brando, is he shown in the movie as well as narrating?
Yes, well, I'm trying to tell you, but you keep cutting me in.
Okay.
Film now starts with the longest walk to the White House, led by Marlon Brando.
Okay.
And all of the South and North American Indians.
Right.
And Brando starts talking on the film about how America has stolen the lands from the native people. That's how the film starts.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. From what you're telling me, it's really your film. It's your film. Yes. So what are you doing in order to make sure that you get your money paid back and everything's done correctly?
I'm laughing at you.
Okay, you tried everything.
There's nothing I can do. I don't have millions.
Well, that's what.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And if I go back to Brazil without security, they will cut me up into little pieces, put me in a black plastic bag, and throw me into the ocean.
So
you can't fight against criminals like that.
Right.
They are mafia. Do you know mafia?
Yeah, I know mafia.
So I can't do anything because I don't have the money, and I don't have the lawyer, and I don't trust anybody.
Okay. So your book, let me just say this. One author to another author. By the way, he has written 2 books that he didn't tell me about, but now I know about them. So can you show the books again?
Oh my!
Show the books. I mean, I'm saying to the audience. Yeah. But look. No, what I'm saying, I want you to right now show the 2 books to the audience so they know that you're an author. I know, but I want them to know.
But the other one's downstairs. I'm not going downstairs.
Okay, well, just show that one. Show that one. I want them to see Kelly's eye. And can you just open it up and show a few pictures? Show a few pictures.
Myself and the chief and myself and Sting.
Right.
Because I took Sting.
Right. So
the other one is downstairs. So what?
Okay. No, that's fine. No, that's I want everybody to see that and understand he's already an author. And this is the thing I want to say to you, because I like you a lot. You have a strong personality like I do. It's beautiful. Are you left-handed?
No, I'm
right-handed. Okay. So the look, the thing that I want to say is that your book, and I want people to understand this, you have a book that another book that you're going to write, and in that book, I recommend that you really, if they say, set the record straight. In your new book that that's going to come out eventually. I want you to set the record straight, and that's the way that you can get your message out. Am I right?
Well, you know, when the book comes out,
Right.
I've got so much things to say about the destruction of the planet. The people like President Nixon had tons of cocaine. I stayed in his house. I swam in his pool. I've got photographs of President Nixon. He came to my boat. I taught him to sail. He came with Rudy, the mayor of New York, and stayed with me. Right. I told you how they used to smuggle. I've got a photograph of a DC-10 jet. I've got that here. So you see, you've got to find them.
Right.
DC-10 jet.
Right.
There. Now see if you can see that. So this phone. Can you see it there?
I can see some. I can see it a little bit. I can see it. Yeah. I see it. I see a jet. I see a jet. I see a jet. Yes.
Right, well, it's in the ocean. That was full of cocaine. It was delivered to President at the White House, and there's a photograph of him coming to visit me in his boat. Right. And then there is Rudy. There's Rudy.
Right.
There's the two security with the guns up the sleeves. You can see the great sleeves.
Okay.
He came to visit me.
Okay. Well,
so many things that nobody else in the world. But it gets me in trouble because I know too much. And when I start to tell people what I know, they think I'm lying. They can't believe it. The council here in Blackpool, England, they call me a liar.
Well, I just want you to be, look.
The last 3 days, proving everything I say with photographs, contracts, and letters. 3 days non-stop, 12 hours a day, just to be able to be believed. So it's a bit of a problem knowing too much, but I do know more than anybody else. There is no doubt about that. There's nobody else in the world sailed around 7 times, built their own boat of a special kind, went to shallow waters and up rivers and still cross oceans.
Right.
I sailed to the very center, the geographical center of South America.
Right.
1,000 miles.
Well, let me say.
Europe, Argentina, Venezuela, right. Bolivia, only to be beaten up and arrested and kept a prisoner. And they tried to kill me. And the girl that helped me,
right,
who was called Angela Perez, they shot her and killed her because she was helping me. You see, when you say to me, what can I do? Well, there's not much you can do when you're dealing with these type of criminals. You know, they own.
Well, I want you to look. I want you to stay alive. I want you to be very careful. But I want you to in your book say what you need to say, but be very careful. You may not even put names. But I mean, but I just want you to be careful. But I do want you to get it out your system.
Listen, I've said it on Twitter. Go to Twitter tomorrow when you've had some time and start reading what I've been putting, because it's all there with proof. Right. And on my Facebook page.
I believe you.
I've said it now. So if they're going to shoot me or kill me, they should be here to do it now. So we don't open the door to anybody. We put a special alarm with a camera. We don't open the door. We don't trust anybody at all.
Right.
So just when you say, you know, oh, it's gone, Jess, it's gone. It's gone. I touched it. It's gone. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just be careful, but I do want you to I guess I don't know. I definitely think you want to do your book, but just be careful and be careful what yeah. Be careful what you say and stuff, but do your book. I would be one of the people that would buy the book.
Go to Twitter and take a look, okay?
Yeah.
And what I just said to you, which sounds ridiculous, is all there with you.
No, I believe everything that you said. Look, I believe everything because I got a chance to know you somewhat. So I believe everything that you're saying. Everything that you're literally saying, I believe it. Okay. Only thing I'm saying, I do want you to write your book. It's going to be very interesting. Just be very careful. Let me say this, and of about what you say, but still, and a roundabout. Let me say it again. A roundabout way. Get your message out, but be very, very, very clever and careful.
Can't be clever, just tell the truth. The contract.
No, you can.
I have a letter written, 2 letters actually, written by hand to tell the truth about John Pierre. So, I mean, it's all written.
With that guy, yeah, that guy. But I'm saying, like, a presidents and stuff like that, be very careful. Maybe not even mention the presidents. Don't even talk about Nixon. Do not talk about Nixon. Let him out. Get the main man is John Pierre. Get him. That's what you need to get.
How do I get him?
No, I'm just saying, in the book you say, look, this gentleman that I worked with, I trusted him, you know. And by the way, the film, look,
I had the top lawyer on my side.
Right.
We could I just lost my 2 houses, my farm, and many other things in Brazil. Just been defrauded out of my name. 2 flats in London, in Kensington, worth maybe 6 million now, defrauded out of my name, with all of my antiques collection. But I can't get it back because I don't have a good lawyer.
Well, look.
Because I don't have the thousands of pounds to pay in advance. And that's the way it is.
Well, I want you to be clever. I want you to be clever with your book, and you be clever with your book, and maybe your book could help you. Could help you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want success for you. And I'm just saying, be clever and careful, and hopefully your book can help and regaining what is right, some of all of what's rightfully yours. That's one thing I'm saying.
Well, I do too. I really do.
Right. So I'm pulling for you. You get the book deal. Be very careful in what you're saying, and be clever, which you are. You're extremely clever. Your IQ is probably up to the moon or something, you know. So you're very. It's up to the moon. You know you are. I mean, you're a genius. You're a maverick. You're a maverick.
Know.
You're a genius. You're a maverick. You're a maverick. You're a genius. You can pull it off. I want you to be very safe, but I do want your book to help you to reclaim what's rightfully yours. But be very careful. Some people don't even mention their names, but only get to the people that you can really get to, if you know what I mean. And I'm definitely buying the book. And set up pre-order. I will buy the book before the damn thing comes out.
Well, listen.
I'll pre-order it. Huh?
You can see my first book by going. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
By going to Twitter and then my website, and it says here,
right.
Yeah, and you can see the first 5 paragraphs free of charge, and then I give you the password, and you can read the whole book that's been published.
Do this.
Website, which is www.cktbmm.com.
Okay. So, you email me that. But look, let me say this for marketing purposes for you as well. Write the new book, but look, in the back or something, have mentioned the other 2 books so people can buy the new book and the other books. They can get all 3 books.
Yeah, they can get the first book free of charge, but the second book, the one I want to do now, the second and third, I've got some of the things of the first book,
right?
But it's explained better and a lot more stories,
right?
And a lot more stories to tell to make another 3 books,
right?
You know what I mean?
Okay. So we want this book. We got you with the top marketing people, great, company in the US. We want that book to be a success, and that's going to bring money to you. And then eventually you get your lawyer or whatever, and then you might have to pay a little bit up front, but you'll get your lawyer, and then you'll get all of your property back. This is what we want for you.
Okay, well, if I pass on, which is very likely in the next year or two, then it would go to my wife. So that's good also.
Right. So no, but we want you to also enjoy some of the fruits. But we're going to end because I only got a minute or so. You did a great interview, and look.
David, just before you go, I must tell you this publicly on it. The Queen's vessel called HMS Great Britain,
right,
sent a helicopter, picked me up on my boat, wined, dined with me, and then gave me a free uniform, showed me all the way around the boat, and I have photographs which I can send to you,
right.
or you get from my Twitter, Facebook, of myself, Captain drinking beer.
And put them in the new book.
Yeah, of course, because I say that Queen's Jubilee.
Right.
And nobody else has been wined and dined on HMS Great Britain except me.
Of course. So look. So
that my Twitter and my Facebook account now. Clive Howard Kelly.
Okay. Cliffhanger. I gotta go, and you get that book out there. You make those millions, and you're gonna have success. I'm gonna talk to you on LinkedIn. Okay.
When?
In any time, maybe today or tomorrow. Okay. I got to go. Okay. You have a beautiful evening. All right. And everybody else you learn, and everybody else you learn some more information, and you'll see them again next time. Bye-bye.
Wait a minute.
Hurry
There
up.
we go.
There we go. Bye-bye.